Friends, imagine if today I told you that you possess everything you need to fulfill your biggest dreams. Would you believe it? Or would you repeat the same old lines? I don't have money. My luck is bad. Or I can't do it. This is precisely the difference between an ordinary person and a big thinker. An ordinary person is afraid, thinks small, and keeps themselves trapped in a web of excuses. But those who think big, they conquer the world. You'll truly grasp the tremendous power of thought when you observe the successful people around you. Are they more talented than you? Do they possess some magic? No. The only difference lies in their way of thinking. They transform even small problems into big opportunities. They tell themselves, yes, I can. But why does this seemingly simple idea feel so difficult? Because we've all been taught since childhood to play it safe. Don't think too much. Don't desire too much. Adjust. Be happy with little. And gradually our thinking shrinks to that very size. Have you ever noticed? When you contemplate a big goal, your heart races. Excitement is accompanied by fear. This is precisely where the magic begins. If you face that fear and think, what if I do this? A world of possibilities opens up. This book will remind you that thinking big is not a luxury. It's a necessity. Whether you're a student, employed, running a business, or confused about your future, the size of your thinking will determine how far you go. So, let's embark on this journey. A journey where you awaken the champion hidden within you, where you leave behind your old fears, excuses, and small thinking, and where you confidently tell yourself every morning, yes, I am ready for big success. Because remember, all great accomplishments in the world first originated as a big thought in someone's mind. So why shouldn't the next big dream be yours? Chapter 1. Believe you can succeed, and have you ever wondered why some people achieve such great heights in life, while others remain entangled in the same old problems? What is the reason one person builds an empire worth billions, while another compromises their entire life with a meager salary? Many say, they were lucky, or they got good opportunities. But the truth is far deeper than that. The difference isn't in luck or opportunity. The difference lies in that invisible power residing within us, our belief. Imagine a small child learning to ride a bicycle for the first time. They've never ridden one before. As soon as they pedal, their heart pounds. Out of fear, their hands grip the handlebars tightly, and then suddenly, they fall. The next time they have to ride, they've already convinced themselves, I will fall. And that very thought makes them fall again. Now imagine if that same child told themselves, I can do it. What would happen? Perhaps they would fall again. But this time, they would get up and try again. And with each attempt, their confidence would grow. Gradually, that same child would become an expert. Life is just like this. When we believe we can succeed, our mind automatically starts finding ways to achieve that success. Our actions, our body language, even the sparkle in our eyes change. But the problem is that most people don't believe in themselves. Doubts constantly swirl in their minds. Can I really do this? What will people say? What if I fail? And these small questions cut off the roots of their big dreams. Look around you. Do those people who always speak negatively, it's beyond me, my luck is bad, ever grow? No, because their belief has already defeated them. Now imagine a scene. There's a small plant. You've potted it, water it daily, keep it in the sun, and look at it with affection. It slowly grows. But if you keep pulling that same plant out to examine its roots, wondering if they're dead, will it grow? No, right? This is the state of our belief. When you believe, an unseen energy is generated within you. That energy motivates you, inspires you, and leads you down paths you never imagined before. Granted, the world isn't perfect. Problems will arise, sometimes financial, sometimes relational, sometimes health-related. But if you have the solid belief that I can and I will, you will overcome every difficulty. Listen to the story of any great businessman. How many failures did they face? How many times did people laugh saying, "What will he achieve?" But their belief was unbreakable. They got up every time they fell, tried again, and in the end, those very people were left applauding their success story. Now think about the size of your dreams. Are they truly big, or have you shrunk them according to societal expectations and your fears? You shouldn't reduce the size of your goals. Rather, you should increase the size of your belief. Make a commitment to yourself today that you will not shrink your dreams. You will tell yourself, "Yes, I can do it. I deserve success." And watch how opportunities will be drawn to you as soon as you believe. Because this world listens only to those who believe in themselves and their victory. So rise, leave your fears and doubts behind. Take a deep breath. Look at yourself in the mirror and confidently say, "I am born to succeed." And trust me, this belief will take you where you never even imagined going. Chapter 2. Cure yourself of excuses, the failure disease. Have you ever noticed the most common virus that infects someone when they drift away from their dreams? That virus is Excusitis. It's an invisible disease that eats away at a person's thinking from within, killing their possibilities. Excusitis cunningly infiltrates your mind. It slowly convinces you that the reason for your failure is not you, but something else. Perhaps your health, your education, your age, or your family responsibilities. An entire army of excuses sets about demolishing your dreams. Think about how many times you've caught yourself saying, "My health isn't good, so I can't do this," or "I'm too old now. If it were 10 years ago, I would have done it," or "My English isn't good. People will laugh." These excuses take root in your mind so deeply that you start believing they are the truth. And the most dangerous part is that these excuses make you feel comfortable. You think, "Well, I'm not useless, it's just my situation." But the truth is, Excusitis guarantees you failure. It's a disease that no external doctor can cure. Its cure lies solely within your own mind. Now, imagine a man with diabetes. The doctor has clearly told him to give up sweets. But every day, that man makes excuses. What's wrong with a little sweet? Who knows what tomorrow brings? And slowly, he shortens his own life. Just like this, Excusitis cuts down your dreams like diabetes. Every excuse drains energy from within you, and you slowly become average. But only when you recognize this disease will you find the cure. Imagine if Sachin Tendulkar had said, "My height is too short, how can I play cricket?" Or if Lata Mangeshkar had said, "My voice is thin, what will people say?" Would they have become legends? No. The first step to defeating Excusitis is to be brutally honest with yourself. Ask yourself, can I truly not do this? Or am I just making excuses? When you think from your heart, your own words will start to sound like lies to you. Now imagine a suspenseful scene. You're rewinding your life's entire movie. You see all the opportunities where you could have truly tried, but you made excuses. Now think, if this continues in the future, what kind of story will you create? Will you be proud of that story? Just thinking about it gives you goosebumps, doesn't it? So from today, face your excuses. Cut them down one by one. If health is the excuse, improve it. If lack of education is the excuse, start learning. If age is the excuse, remember Colonel Sanders started KFC at the age of 65. Sometimes age, sometimes health, sometimes family. These excuses are just your mental walls. And once you break those walls, you'll realize how powerful you are. So now you decide, will you give the steering wheel of your life to your excuses? Or will you take control yourself? Because remember, as long as you keep making excuses, your dreams will keep moving further away. But the day you bid farewell to excuses, that very day your journey to success will begin. Now look into your own eyes in the mirror and say, "No more excuses. I will create my own life now." And right from this moment, your new chapter will begin. Chapter 3. Build confidence and destroy fear. Now a question. Have you ever felt that you have the capability to do so much, but for some reason, your heart gets scared, like an unseen fear pulls you back? Imagine a big opportunity is in front of you, an opportunity that could change your life, but suddenly fear arises in your mind. What if I fail? What will people say? I can't even speak properly. And your hands and feet go cold, your heart pounds, and then you let that opportunity slip away. This is the greatest tragedy. Fear that pulls you back even from where you currently are. Confidence is not something you're born with. It doesn't come with your blood type. It's built by your daily thoughts and actions. And the best part is that if you want to, you can work on it yourself and make it grow. First, understand fear. Fear is always about something that hasn't happened yet. Fear always resides in the future, in imagination. Your mind thinks, what if? And the more stories it creates, the more your fear grows. Imagine you've decided to give a speech on stage. As soon as your name is announced, your throat dries up, your hands tremble, your legs feel weak. Now think, why is all this happening? Because your mind is telling you that the audience will judge you, you'll be humiliated, and you'll be embarrassed. But now, imagine a different scene. You tell yourself, everyone here has come to help me. No one is here to bring me down. I will speak calmly and enjoy myself. And when you go on stage, after a few seconds, everything feels normal. The audience is smiling, some people are nodding, and after the speech there's applause. See? Fear was just an illusion of your mind. Now think, if you keep running from fear, it will always control you. But if you look fear in the eye and say, I am not afraid, fear itself will shrink. The easiest way to build confidence is through action. Every time you do something that scares you, you gain a little more victory over that fear. As your small victories increase, your confidence will also grow. And remember, appearing confident is also a skill. Keep your shoulders straight. When you walk, walk with your chest out. Make eye contact when you talk. Smile. Your body language itself signals to your mind that you are strong. Now imagine a suspenseful scenario. A champion sits inside you just waiting for your orders. As soon as you say, let's eliminate fear, that champion will awaken, and it will lead you down paths you never even considered. So now the choice is yours. Do you want to live an average life as a slave to fear? Or do you want to awaken the confidence within you and become extraordinary? Decide today. Fear will not block your growth. You will try everything that makes you nervous. And gradually, you will see that all those fears will disappear on their own. Because the truth is, when you face fear, it dissolves into thin air and vanishes. And all that remains within you is a solid confidence that will take you to heights you only ever dreamed of reaching. Chapter 4. How to Think Big. Imagine you have two paths. One is a straight, short, safe path where you do what everyone else is doing. No risks, no challenges. On the other hand, there's a long, exciting, slightly scary, but very rewarding path where you'll have to prove yourself and break your limits. Now, which path would you choose? Most people choose the first path because it seems simple, easy, but this is precisely where their dreams wither and die. And then there are some people who choose the second path. They think big, and that's why their lives become big. Now, a question might arise in your mind: how to think big? Because thinking big isn't easy. Our mind is often filled with small thoughts. Look, the first step to thinking big is to break the boundaries of your imagination. Whenever an idea comes to you, don't immediately break it down with practical problems. For example, if you think, one day I will build a multi-million-dollar business, don't immediately think about not having money or connections right now, because the biggest enemy of big thinking is overanalysis. When you constantly calculate and doubt, your mind convinces you that the idea is worthless, and then your dream dies right there. Imagine you've gone to a hill station. There's a telescope. If you look through it upside down, even big mountains will look small. Similarly, when you look at your dreams through the telescope of doubts, they automatically start to appear small. Now, listen to an interesting point. When you think big, your actions also automatically become big. Your mind starts generating ideas that once seemed impossible. Your body language changes. your energy level becomes different. And the suspense is that the world also starts behaving with you the way you think. If you consider yourself small, people will also consider you small. But if you have a silent confidence within you that I deserve big things, people will respect you in the same way. Now, take a small example. There are two people. Both are in the same business. One says, I'll try to make a little profit every month, just enough to cover expenses. The other says, I want to see 10x growth every month. Now, tell me, will their strategies, their effort, their attitude remain the same? Absolutely not. The one who is thinking big will make bigger plans, connect with more people, take risks, and ultimately, that person will move ahead. You should also observe your language. Whenever you talk to yourself or others, pay attention to the words you're using, like a small task, a little effort, if possible. These are all signs of small thinking. Instead, say, let's make it huge. I will give my 100%. It is possible and I will do it. Now imagine if you describe your goals in big words every day. Your mind will also start seeing them on a big level. And what the mind sees, it will act upon. So, decide that you don't need to reduce the size of your dreams. You need to see your dreams so big that they both scare and excite you. Because when you think big, that very thinking will lead you from ordinary to extraordinary. And one day your story will also inspire people about how you broke the chains of small thinking and transformed your entire world with big thinking. Chapter 5. Get the action habit. Imagine how many ideas come to your mind every day. Sometimes you think, I'll start a YouTube channel. Sometimes, I should join the gym, or maybe there's a new business plan. But pause and think. How many of these ideas have you truly turned into action? This is the difference between dreamers and achievers. Dreamers keep thinking, keep calculating, keep finding excuses, and achievers, they just take action. Many people get stuck in their lives because they don't have the habit of taking action. An invisible wall forms in their mind that stops them every time. They keep thinking, let me think a bit more. The timing isn't right yet. I'll start tomorrow. And that tomorrow never comes. Now imagine you're standing on the seashore. There's water in front of you. Waves are coming. Your heart wants to jump into the water, but your mind scares you. It'll be cold. Don't go deep. Look around first. And while you keep thinking, time passes. But then someone else comes along. They immediately jump into the water. They're startled for a moment. The cold water gives them a jolt, but then they start to enjoy it. Action always feels uncomfortable at first, but it also gives you joy. You need to cultivate the habit of taking action. As soon as a good idea comes, take a small step immediately. That small step will give you momentum, and momentum is the biggest magic trick for success. Imagine if you've been procrastinating learning a new skill simply because you feel you need to understand everything perfectly first. You will never even start. Because the truth is, perfection comes from practice. Now imagine a suspenseful glimpse into your future. You are the person who turns every idea into action. People around you are amazed by your speed. You've started and learned so many things that you feel proud just thinking about it. Now imagine if you don't take action now. In a few months, a few years, your story will be the same. The same regrets, the same complaints, the same excuses. But if you start taking small action now, whether it's making a phone call, sending an email, recording a video, or registering at a gym, your entire story will change. So now, the choice is yours. Either your ideas will fade away in your mind, or you will turn them into action and make your life extraordinary. Now get up and tell yourself, no more waiting. From today, I am an action taker. And as soon as you say this, a new energy will awaken within you. This energy will take you to a place where you'll think, I wish I had started taking action sooner. Chapter 6. Use goals to help you grow. Now, imagine you have a ship ready to sail towards the vast ocean. It has all the resources. Everything is perfect. But imagine if that ship had no direction, no map. Where would it reach? Probably nowhere. It would just drift in the water at the mercy of the waves. Our life is somewhat similar. If we don't have clear goals, we are also like that ship, drifting aimlessly wherever the waves take us. Now, imagine your goals playing on a big screen in front of your eyes. You see that version of your future self who is successful, happy, and fulfilled. How does that make you feel? Excitement, thrill, a little nervousness too? This is the true magic of goals. Goals make you grow. When you have a big goal, a drive automatically develops within you. Your mind constantly works on ways to achieve that goal. New ideas come to you, new connections are formed, and you accomplish things that once seemed impossible. But the sad part is that most people live their entire lives without goals. They just wake up every day, go to work, have a little fun, then go to sleep. Their life remains a loop, and years later, when they look back, they realize they haven't achieved anything significant. Now the suspense is, if you set clear goals for yourself today, you will not be the same person in the coming months. You will change, you will grow, and you will achieve everything that seems like just a dream today. But goals don't get accomplished just by being written down. You need to bring your goals into your daily life. Every morning, you have to remember your goals. You have to take your actions in that direction. Imagine if your goal is to be fit. You'll think every time you see unhealthy food, this is against my goal, and you'll stop yourself. If your goal is to build a successful business, you'll avoid every distraction and spend your time learning skills. Your goals will guide you. They will give you discipline. They will give you the power that will make you stand out from the average crowd. Now imagine, a few years from now when you have achieved your goals, people are inspired by you. You are making your family, your parents proud, and your inner self is thanking you for setting goals in time. So now, you have to decide. Will you keep drifting like that ship without a map? Or will you create clear, strong goals for yourself? And then see how your entire life transforms into an amazing journey. Today itself, take a pen and paper and write down your goals. Don't put any limits while writing. Think big, because the bigger you think, the bigger you will achieve. And then one day, when your story is told, people will say, this person was truly a big thinker. Chapter 7. How to think like a leader. Now, imagine you're standing in a room where everyone is looking at you. There's hope and questions in their eyes, and they're waiting for your next words. How would you feel? Nervous, excited, or both? This is what happens when someone becomes a leader. But becoming a leader doesn't just come from a post or position. It's a way of thinking, a mindset, a perspective that sets you apart from others. Now, look around you a bit. Some people always complain, I don't get opportunities. The world is bad. No one helps me. And then there are some people who quietly keep working, finding solutions, and one day everyone starts following them. The first rule of becoming a leader is, stop blaming and start taking responsibility. Imagine if you blame someone else for every problem, you'll never have the power to change anything. But when you say, yes, I am responsible, then the steering wheel comes into your hands and you can take your life down the path you want to go. Now, the suspense is that people naturally follow someone who is confident, who remains calm, and who gives hope to others even in tough situations. Just imagine if a difficulty arises and you start to panic. What now? I'm stuck. Then the people around you will also get scared. But if you remain silent for a while, think, understand the situation, and then say, it's okay, we'll get through this too. People will admire you. A leader is someone who is not afraid of problems but enjoys solving them. They are not afraid to make their own decisions. They know that something might go wrong, but they still take action. Now imagine you've become a person who takes initiative on their own. You don't need anyone to push you. Your confidence is so strong that people are naturally drawn to you. They want to listen to you, work with you. And all this is not impossible magic. It can be developed. By pushing your mindset a little every day, by owning your decisions, and by working with complete honesty towards your goals. Imagine a few years from now when people come to you and say, my life changed because of you. How would that feel? This is true leadership. So fix it in your mind today. I am a leader. And then see how every thought, every action of yours will rise to a level where you will see yourself in a new version. Because after becoming a leader, your life is not just yours. Your ideas, your courage, and your thinking also begin to shape the lives of many people. And this is the greatest reward. Conclusion. So, my friend, see how simple life can be if we just allow ourselves to think big. In this entire journey, we learned how belief is the foundation of your success, how excuses pull you back, how confidence must be built, how big thinking makes you extraordinary, action makes you unstoppable, goals give you direction, and leadership makes you an inspiration for others. Now, imagine if you incorporated all these things into your daily life. Who could stop you? You would have the mindset that turns every situation into an opportunity, the energy that makes you stand out from the crowd, and most importantly, the courage that will take you beyond every fear. So, decide today that you will say goodbye to an average life and take steps towards your dream life. And remember, all these words are not just for listening or reading, they are a call to your action. So, now get up, write your goals, abandon your excuses, become confident, think big, take action, and transform yourself into a true leader. If you liked this video, please like and share it so that others can also bring this magic into their lives. Don't forget to subscribe to Book Digest, because here we bring such powerful insights every week that will take your thinking to the next level.